when you write a journalism piece and after you're done, what do you think the aspects that make it a successful piece? Whether it's the story or the structure, are there things that you look for before you submit it for publication?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important for us as journalists to remember why you're writing something. Why are you writing it? That's something that I think not enough writers ask themselves that. Why are you writing this piece? So what's the point of it? Who's your audience, like we talked about before, but also what's the purpose? Is it necessary? And I think that we need to kind of keep in mind there's so much oversaturation in the news. There's way too much information out there. So you don't need to add more clutter to the digital world. Our goal is not to necessarily satisfy the sources. So you're not necessarily writing something that you want them to love it, because you're not working in PR. This is not public relations. This is journalism. But it's important for you to be accurate. It's important for you to be kind of have integrity with how you're doing it. For me, whenever I interview anyone for a story, I tell them this is a collaboration. So I'm writing this piece, but I want you to also brainstorm with me. This is the way that I'm choosing to approach it. What do you think? They're the experts in this subject matter that I'm asking them about. So they're the ones that will tell me whether I got it kind of, I'm hitting, the nail on the head, or if I completely missed the mark. So I think that it's important to listen to them, but also not to just transcribe everything that they're saying. That's not the job of a journalist. The job of a journalist is what I told you I did when I was very, very young, which is to take the information that's in front of you, verify it, fact check it, and also find a way to make it kind of enjoyable for you as a writer so that you can convey it accurately and with integrity. I think that's really important. So sometimes I write for the lifestyle section, for example. So if I'm writing for lifestyle, I actually change the way that I write it a little bit. If I'm writing for the local section, I tweak it a bit. If I'm writing for the business section, I tweak it, you know what I mean? And before I start writing, I know how many words is it going to be. I think that's something that comes with experience. So a 400-word piece will be different from if I have a 2,000 word kind of space. So I need to kind of, from the beginning, before I start writing, I think about those things. And oftentimes now I can kind of figure it out. It's not magic, it's just experience. So I'll tell my editor, I think this will be 1,200 words. And usually I hit it around that range. And sometimes I tell them, it's going to be a short piece, which is like 200, 300, 400 words. For me, short pieces are like under 500. I say that, but I usually go longer. I'm a feature writer. I have my master's degree in feature writing. So I actually specialize in long form. So I prefer those.
Salam friends, if you like this video, click here to watch the full episode and please consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot. In the meantime, stay creative.